fired, and it's my mission in life to get your ass arrested. I'm like, how dare you steal? I'm gonna cry. Steal from a senior citizen. How low of life are you?
She was able to build credit. She was able to purchase a house. She had a lot of stability that she had never had before. But I almost feel like it was just an addiction to the stealing.
Do not touch me.
You can do your job from right there. Don't go through the crime scene again. Then don't go through the crime scene again.
Don't touch me again.
Then don't go through the crime scene again. It's very simple. We can
simple.
go back and forth all day.
Don't touch me.
Because I am a very respectful person. I am 60 years old, so I am not going to touch the girls.
Managers are often entrusted with important matters like money, people, and places. That's why they're always expected to be held to high standards of conduct. However, when some managers fall short of these expectations, they often fail in the stupidest of ways. Now let's take a look at when some of the dumbest managers get arrested at work. On February 4th, 2020, Officer Raymond Herron, along with his fellow officers from the Chicago Police Department, responded to a crime scene at the Jackson Red Line Metro platform. Transit Authority Officer Martiza Lee was also there as the incident commander.
Are we letting people walk inside? No, they gotta go on the outside. This is all a crime scene. Yeah, he's grabbing after the victim. Watch out, well, ma'am, come out here.
I'm talking. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, you need to get out of the crime scene, ma'am. Please get out of the crime scene. That's what I'm telling you.
And you're touching me now.
Because you're in the crime scene, and I'm asking you to stay here. Do not go in the crime scene.
And I'm doing my job. Do not touch me.
You're not doing your job. You can do your job from right there.
Do not touch me.
You can do your job from right there. Don't go through the crime scene again. Then don't go through the crime scene again.
Don't touch me again.
Then don't go through the crime scene again. It's
Don't
very
touch me
simple.
again. It's very
We can go back and forth all day.
Don't touch me.
It's kind of like you're in a crime scene. You can't just walk around freely.
The incident they were investigating involved a mentally disturbed woman who stabbed a musician, who is ironically named Machete Mike, in the arm. Herron was ordering Lee to stop walking through the crime scene because he doesn't want her to accidentally contaminate the crime scene by stepping on evidence like blood drops.
One of your officers, but we can deal with this first, and then we'll talk about that later.
What's that?
He grabbed me.
Why?
I
Were you in
have
the crime scene or something?
I'm walking, talking, and they was telling me to assess the situation. He grabbed me and pushed me over.
Maybe you were in the crime scene. I'm not sure.
Standing right there, I'm not by the
They
blood,
wouldn't
and I'm walking
grab
over
you just for
talking.
no reason, though.
He grabbed me and pushed me. Clearly, it could be seen too.
Okay. You want me to ask him why?
I want something to be done.
Well, if he tells me that you are obstructing the crime scene, we're going to arrest you.
You're not going to arrest me.
Yes, we are.
My job. This is my job.
We're not going to. That's the way it's going to go. If you want to complain,
because this is my
that'll
job.
be his job, though. You'll be
Exactly. And
obstructing
I'm the
his job,
supervisor
which
that
is.
was told to assess the thing. So if I'm walking, I'm not stepping
but
on the blood.
Now you're
That's not-
playing apples and oranges.
I'm
This
not.
is our crime
Apples and
scene.
oranges is not to be pushed.
Okay, I'm going to ask him.
You can ask him
Are you the
whatever.
supervisor?
Yes, I am.
Is it worth it to you that serious for this?
Yes, because he pushed me. If I
Did he
pushed
push
you
you
when I
out of
did-
the crime scene?
Yes, almost took the blue tactile.
They pushed me too because I didn't know I was in the middle of
That's
it.
your guys. I don't let no man allow me. I don't care if
He didn't push you
yes,
down. He
it
moved
doesn't
you.
matter, but he pushed
He
me.
touched you.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, as seen in the body cam footage, Lee here is clearly lying about being pushed. That's because what probably got hurt was the woman's ego, because a man supposedly told her how to do her job. Let's see if she'll be willing to let this go to de-escalate the situation and move on with their investigation.
Can I touch you and grab you the way he grabbed me?
We can touch you to move you out of
Can
a
I
crime
touch
scene.
you and grab you the way he grabbed me?
Ma'am, we can touch you to move you out of a crime scene.
So I can touch you and move you
No,
out of
you
the crowd.
can't touch me. We can
my
touch
job
you.
Too. Okay, I can touch
This
you
is not
too.
your job. This is our job. Your
That
job is to
blood y'all
conduct the
job.
trains.
Exactly, and I was talking to my manager to let them know.
Your
that
job
this-
is to work with the trains. This is now our crime scene. If you're in the middle of it, we can move you out of it. Yes,
I'm not
we're
your
going to
crime
move you
scene,
out of the crime
but I'm not your crime scene to push.
scene. There's no complaint. If that's your complaint, there's no complaint.
10-4. Can I have your badge and stuff?
Yeah, we're going to have to. I'm going to talk to him then.
No, that's fine, but that's fine. Whatever you said, that's fine.
Which one of you guys grabbed her?
Our officer Karen here just doesn't want to back down. Lee must have selective listening, since the supervisor, Sergeant William Spiker, clearly explained he was treated the same way. And now it's Officer Herron's turn to hear why this woman feels so entitled that she can walk through a crime scene.
Because she was walking through the crime scene to get out of the crime scene, and I took her from behind and I guided her outside the crime push me. I did not push. Everything's on camera.
You're absolutely right. Perfect. That's perfect.
So
Everything's on camera.
he just moved you out of the crime scene is what he's saying.
No, I didn't push.
He's grabbed you and moved you out of the crime
That's
scene.
fine, but anyway, you said you needed one for me, sir. You needed something
They
from me.
need you to hold the tape. They want you. They say you're a supervisor. You can hold the tape. You can hold the tape for them.
What do you mean hold the tape?
The tape off that camera.
But you have to get that from control center. I can't physically.
No, that's another unit. Okay. Okay.
Was she obstructing the crime scene?
Yes. I told her it's all on my body camera. I told her she had to get out of the crime scene. She kept walking. I told her she had to get out of the crime scene.
Did she continue in our crime scene?
Walking away from the crime scene, he pushed
Did she
me. I guess
continue
I
in
wasn't
our
walking
crime
fast
scene?
enough for him. No, I didn't. He pushed me right over there. It'll all be seen.
He's
But,
saying-
but you guess what?
walked
It's all
from
on
here.
camera, and I'm done with it now. If
walked
you
from
guys
here.
do what you need.
I mean, are we done with this? I mean, he's explaining what
No,
he
I'm
did.
not done with it. Y'all can be done with it.
You're not done with it?
Oh, I'm not.
Two things are abundantly clear here. Firstly, this isn't her first time blatantly lying about something everyone knows to be false. Secondly, she doesn't look like she's tired at all from carrying that giant chip on her shoulder.
Do you want to have her arrested for obstructing our crime scene?
I'm on
She can laugh all she wants, but she cannot obstruct our crime scene. Was she obstructing our crime scene?
She did not. That's when I told her, I said, "Man, we gotta get out of the crime scene." She didn't listen. I told her several times. That's when I
I'm
took
on
her
the
arms
radio.
from
He
behind
didn't
her. I
tell
got
me
her. She gotta
several
go outside
He
the crime
pushed me
scene.
from behind.
We can look at my body camera.
We sure can.
Okay, arrest her. Put your hands behind your back.
Because he said I'm walking in the crime scene. I can put my radio back on myself, and you snatching stuff. That is so.
That's so what, Officer Lee? Unprofessional? Well, she should know, since that's all she's been since Chicago PD arrived on scene. After getting handcuffed, Officer Lee's supervisor tries to hash out what happened with Sergeant Spiker.
So why are we arresting her?
He said I was obstructing the crime scene.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay.
She was walking through the crime scene. I followed her. I said, "You have to get out of the crime scene, ma'am. You got to get out of the crime scene." She's talking on the phone. So you got to get out of the crime scene. I took her arms like this from behind it, and I guided her outside the crime scene. She turned around and spun at me and said, "Don't put your hands on me. I'm doing my job." I said, "You do your job out here." She said, "Don't you ever put your hands on me?" I said, "You're in the crime scene."
And she
It's all on
continued
my
in the
body
crime scene
camera.
Or not?
Yeah, it sure is.
I mean, we
Because
were-
he pushed me from behind.
Did she continue in the crime scene?
After I
we
moved her out,
pushed me.
after I put her out, no, but she wouldn't listen to me walking through. And she said it's straight for the blood.
Possibly not hear the direction the first time?
No, because she held up the
I
phone
was
and said, "I'm on the
talking
phone
to
talking to
control.
my boss."
Exactly. You on the
They
phone.
were instructing her to crime to.
Okay, so maybe she didn't hear
Oh,
the
that was
directions
me.
first? Is it possible?
It's a possibility that maybe she didn't hear. I mean,
Ma'am, did you hear him say to get out of the crime
No,
scene?
I did not, but he didn't. He also pushed me, and that was the whole issue.
But that's not an issue. 'cause
That
you-
is an issue.
That's not an issue. Because he can grab you and move you out of the crime
what are
scene.
y'all about to do? Because I don't have time for it.
What I'm saying
I was being nice.
what I thought he was saying is she was directed several times to stop walking through the crime scene. And she
No,
wouldn't not
I
do that.
was told that-
And then he grabbed her to remove her from the crime scene. And then she's upset about being grabbed, but she was in the crime scene. But I thought it's perhaps she keeps going in and out of the crime scene.
Though Lee can play dumb all she wants, she definitely heard him and acknowledged the man with arrogance. Even if she didn't, Officer Heron had to physically stop her from walking on the crime scene because talking to her didn't work.
And I tried to explain even I was entering it without knowledge, and he grabbed me to move me out of it because I didn't realize how big it was. But she's just not trying to hear that. She feels like we can't move her out of the crime scene, but we had to.
You
because
can
she
move
wouldn't
me, you
listen
can't push me.
to direction. Yes, he can. What part of that don't you understand? You or anyone can be moved out of a crime
Okay,
scene.
whatever.
Once I'm here, I can move POs out of the crime
Okay,
scene.
move them out. Do what
That's
you gotta
our rules.
do. Do what you gotta do.
Does that make sense?
I
That's
completely
it.
understand. So it's a misunderstanding.
It's really not. But
You know,
okay.
she was being following instructions from the control
It
center.
was over for me until she started.
Yeah, when you do is done pushing me,
See, just never.
Vanessa.
So we can take care of this another way. Come on. You're gonna be on national TV.
I
Are you
don't
serious?
care.
You're gonna jeopardize your job,
I
Marty.
jeopardized for what? I didn't do nothing.
Unfortunately, Lee's supervisor was right about a job being in jeopardy, but it was not Officer Lee's. In the aftermath of the arrest, it was Sergeant Spiker that actually got fired. Officer Lee filed a civil lawsuit against the city of Chicago Sergeant Spiker, and several others. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability upheld Sergeant Spiker's firing for ordering Lee's arrest. Her civil litigation remains ongoing. On March 31st, 2023, a father called 911 in Noonan, Georgia. The man reported that his 17-year-old daughter had been sexually assaulted at a Regal movie theater by her manager.
He came walking out, and I went and got in his face and was like, I know what you did or whatever. And I called the cops, and she's like, what do you mean? And I left. And yeah, he was right down there. If you go in to the right.
Let me go see if I can find her. What's going on? So she was cleaning the break room or something. Came up and grabbed her and tried to kill her.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, so what's going on?
I don't know, sir, because that girl is working at the break room. I gave her the job to clean the break room, and after 20 minutes also, she didn't came out, right? She went there with the broom and the dustpan, right? Then I went there. Then I checked she's playing with the mobile. Then I charged her. Why? What you are doing here? Now it is already 20 minutes, but you didn't clean up and come out, because a lot of not only they clean the floor and clean the tabletop, and they have to mop also. But then I charged her, what you are doing here? Then she asked me, okay, may I go to the toilet? Then okay, then I let her to go to the toilet. Then that's all. I don't know. After that, then her father came and charged me. You have touched my daughter.
If what she said was true, major props to the father for having such constraint, because the suspect doesn't have a scratch on him. This man should consider himself lucky, because some fathers would do far worse to defend their daughter. Now let's see what the manager has to say about the alleged allegation.
When you say charge, what do you mean by that?
That means I asked her, what you are doing here so much time? 25 minutes. So it is 10 minutes job. What you are doing here? Just I asked her. Okay. Then she asked, okay, excuse me, can I go to the washroom? Then I told, okay, you can go. Then I don't know. Then I started the rest of the job, start the mopping and everything myself. Then suddenly came that her father, and he almost tried to hit me. You touch my daughter and this and that, all the things.
Are there cameras in there, in that break room?
Huh?
Are there cameras in the break room?
Sorry?
Are there cameras, video cameras?
No, sir.
In the
No,
break room?
there is no camera in the video room. But the outside is there. The lobby, we can see lobby.
And she was cleaning the break room?
Okay. If you want to see, you can go and see the situation.
Okay.
And there's no cameras in the break rooms?
No, sir.
Was anybody else in there?
No, sir.
It was just the two of you guys?
Yes.
Even though he says there are no cameras, his profuse sweating says otherwise. But regardless of whether there are cameras or not, this young girl was incredibly smart and brave. She extracted herself immediately and did the right thing. Now the cops just need to collect some more evidence before taking him to jail.
How long has she been working here?
Here?
How long was she working?
She's maybe nearly 1 year, I think.
1 year? Okay. Has there ever been any issues between the two of you guys?
Never.
What's up, y'all? Do y'all know anything about what's going on with these two?
Because I am a very respectful person, sir. I am 60 years old, so I am not going to touch the girls.
I'm sorry, say again?
I said, do y'all know anything about what's going on with these two?
What do you mean
The
exactly?
manager and the girl outside?
Well, she told me that he tried to kiss her.
And there's cameras in the
There is?
Yes.
Oh, he just said it wasn't. He just said it wasn't.
There is. There's a big one, but then she told me it happened in like a corner.
I mean, if there's a camera, who works the cameras?
Our manager.
Which break room was it in?
Now it's down.
Can one of y'all show me? So it was in here? Yes, there is. All right. See if we can't figure some things out.
Geez, this manager's story was as weak as a wet paper bag. As expected, there was indeed a camera in the break room. It was pretty dumb of this guy to think the cops wouldn't eventually figure that out, because the camera's pretty visible the moment you enter the room.
Who knows how to work the camera system here?
I know, I can see the cameras.
Okay, well, there's a camera in the break room.
Yes, but it does not work many years. Okay, I can call my GM and I ask.
Yeah, let's see if we can get in touch with him.
It's better, right?
Can you put on speaker for me?
Okay, sure.
Hello?
Hi, Nuri.
Yeah.
The police officers are here. They asked me that any camera in the break room.
Can I speak to him?
Yes, we do have a break room cameras.
Hey, Mr. Nuri, am I saying your name right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm well. So apparently there was a situation that may have happened in the break room. We're trying to get everything figured out. I see that there's a camera in the break room.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to come show the footage of that camera or anything?
Yes. I'm way out, like halfway Atlanta, but my assistant says she's on the way right now.
And she knows how to work the cameras as well?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. How far out is she?
I can walk you through if you want to. It's very easy.
How far away is she?
She lives like 5 minutes away from she lives in Noonan.
I'd rather just wait till she gets here and let her do it.
I got you. All right.
That'll work. Thank you.
Okay. She'll be.
Oh. My bad. My fault. Alright, so hang out right here for a second. I'm gonna go talk to them again.
Now that officers know that the camera in the break room's working, they definitely think this guy's guilty. But not wanting to accidentally mess up any footage, they wait for the other manager to pull it up for them. But this suspect has other plans in mind before that manager can get there.
Where is the manager?
He's in the office. Y'all want the key to the office so y'all can go back?
Can you just lead us up there? Well, you're going to the office now.
Noonan State. Charles. Nora George. 8880. It's the GMC.
Oh, well, we got somebody on the way to check the camera.
Huh?
That's what we got somebody on the way to do.
Oh, yes.
Hello, gentlemen.
How you doing?
I'm good.
425.
Let me clock in.
Oh.
All right, you need to take it back a little?
Yeah, can you go back some? Like right after he walked in.
These officers literally caught this guy red-handed. This creeper here was trying to delete the evidence. Thankfully, they caught the man in time before he could delete anything, since the video footage showed exactly what the teenage victim described. And with that, officers now had more than enough evidence to make an arrest.
Mr. Wasanta, do me a favor. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back for me, okay? Ready? Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
I need your radio and your keys for now, honey.
Yes, what's going on, Tanya?
You're being arrested, sweetie.
What I have done?
For touching her.
I didn't touch her, but I get close to her to charge her, like this.
Hey.
No,
Okay, I have to call my wife first.
Okay, put your hand like that.
Okay.
Give me your wife's number and I'll call her.
Yes.
What's your wife's name?
We are being about everyone's out of their car.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, just wait. I have to get a call this one.
He'll grab your phone when she's done, but you're coming with me.
Hi, Mrs. Comanda. I am calling from your husband's phone. He is unfortunately being detained by the Noonan Police Department. 1 second, I'm putting you on speaker, ma'am. Okay.
Are you there, ma'am? Hello?
Ma'am, are you there?
I'm there.
Hey, how you doing? This is Officer Smiley with the Noonan Police Department. Okay, we have just the same as what Miss Tanya was saying. There was a complaint earlier, and with that complaint, we ended up looking at some video footage, and also with the assistance of this video footage, your husband, is now being arrested. Okay.
What is it he say?
There was a complaint from a young woman that stated that he made certain advances.
What?
So, as of right now, though, he's going to be going with us, okay?
All right, go ahead and hop in for me.
After taking the suspect to jail, arresting officers formally charged him with 1 felony count of sexual battery and also a misdemeanor for tampering with evidence. It's unknown how his teenage victim is faring, but hopefully she's doing well, and that great father of hers is continuing to take care of her. On September 4th, 2021, TSA agents at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport called for backup. They found a loaded weapon in a passenger's carry-on luggage. The suspect, 100K Track, whose real name is Jameson Francois, is a famous manager for rap artists like YNW Melly, among others. Broward County Sheriff's deputies responded to the call for service.
I need to get his ID and get the ball rolling on this. This one here? Okay, come around on this side, bro. Come here. Stand here. Where's your ID at?
Everything is in my wallet right there, sir.
Oh, it's right out there.
Right now, yeah, because we're in the hotel.
Just a minute.
The boarding pass is right here.
Leave it open because they got to take a. You want to take a picture?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that mistake. Can I call them to come get it?
You have time. Give me a minute, bro.
Yes,
First
I got
things
it.
first. All right, the ID you got?
The
Make
ID
a copy. Make a copy for me.
Although the man admitted to his mistake, the officer still has to perform some standard procedures to confirm everything. Once he identifies the subject, he needs to secure the firearm and confirm its ownership and whether it's stolen or not. But before he does, TSA supervisors want to show him some screen grabs as evidence.
It's loaded. Right. Those rounds? Yeah, it looks like rounds.
Oh, there's rounds in it, dude.
Yeah, he said it was loaded.
Yeah, it looks like there might be one in the chamber.
What kind of gun did he say it is?
He says he's not sure. He thinks it's his wife's Glock.
Yeah, it looks like a Glock. Look at the shape of it. It's very square.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing on the bottom.
Could be a could be anything. More than likely, it is. But all right, no big deal. We're gonna take it back to the office.
Felony?
Yeah, well, I'm just charged.
Possibly. They got to call out TSA regulatory. So, TSA regulatory. There may also be a monetary fine involved.
And then they.
So TSA regulatory comes out. They're gonna talk to you, get your side of the story, see what exactly happened, why you brought the firearm through. So everything you said, you'll have to explain it to them over. All right, so they'll be here shortly.
And when my wife comes, she's gonna be able to pick it up.
Is your wife flying out or what's the deal?
Uh-huh.
She's flying out or she just coming back to the airport?
No, she just come back to the airport.
Okay. All right, give us a minute. She's scared.
Although the airport's located within the sheriff's office's jurisdiction, TSA can let the deputies know if they want to charge the suspect or not. If the supervisor determines they want to press charges, the deputies will take him in. Until then, it's a waiting game.
You're not a military, are you?
No. I'm not.
I'll go for you later. You can take that. You got a birthday permit? You got a permit? Yeah.
This is my firearm.
So you don't.
This is everything we're in the process of moving. So we end up staying and they end up staying with the batteries.
So we got this information, we already got it from our side. This will get when BS still done. Here you just put load and volume on. Here, X-ray operator was Tequila.
Actually, my bodyguard, he got
Bro, that doesn't matter. You came through with it, so just relax.
What the TSA investigator's doing is trying to determine if the perp had a legitimate reason to have the gun in the first place. But with this guy answering no to everything, he's probably going to jail.
Because it goes from bag into that sealed thing in 2 seconds. Oh, come around the road.
Hey, Tahara.
Come around.
We're getting locked up.
Take your watch off.
Take your watch off. Oh, no problem.
You want to give it to her? You can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's up to you. We ain't forcing you to, I'm just saying. If not, it's going to be in your property.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
You can leave in the property.
Okay, fine.
Look.
That room available?
Yeah, private screen.
Let's go in here.
No.
Where your shoes at?
Everything.
All right, there you go.
Oh, man.
All right, young lady. You can step away from me.
This stuff right here?
He's giving you possession of everything or what?
Yes.
You want her to take possession of all your property?
Yes, please.
All right, after we get through clearing it, I'll give it to you.
Francois was arrested for illegally possessing a firearm. However, it's unclear if this was the same gun his famous client, Y&W Melly, used to murder his 2 friends. On the 16th of February, 2022, Flagler County, Florida officers responded to a property management firm about a theft involving an employee. Upon arrival, officers learned that the suspect, Trisha Costal, is a property manager with the company who'd been stealing money from one of their customers.
One of my owners called me today. They realized that she's been taking money out of the bank account, her and her boyfriend, Matthew Stafford. So they have been putting it on cash apps and so forth. So I want to prosecute her. I want her fucking arrested. I don't know what you can do. Fucking loser. Excuse my French.
Is what it is. What does she have to go to the house first for?
The daughter said, can you get the mail to see if I have any bills I have to pay and scan it to me? So when she was doing that, I guess she decided to take the Wells Fargo statement and then somehow has been taking money out of that account. I'm not sure how. So she's one of my employees. So I don't know.
I mean, I can take a statement. I can.
Yeah, go in there and scare her.
I can get your information. Well, here's the thing: is we don't want to play our hand early.
She knows. I already told her you're fired, and it's my mission in life to get your ass arrested. I'm like, how dare you steal? I'm gonna cry. Steal from a senior citizen. How low of life are you? I'm sorry, but that just I get so emotional. People are pieces of shit.
First of all, kudos to this boss for turning in one of her managers right on the spot. She clearly sees her clients as more than just dollar signs and truly wants to make their lives better. If only there were more people like her in the world.
So right now the victim is this senior that's in a nursing home, and she's robbing her blind.
Okay.
And I don't know what else she took from the house. I just want her. pull out of here in handcuffs because I just think she's the lowest life piece of shit on the planet. Right, you have a good job. She has this loser. I'm like, you have to be on drugs. You have to be on drugs. There makes no sense that you have a boyfriend who is a loser living in the Econo Lounge. That just says, oh, I'm a crackhead right there. You make good money. She lives in Sanctuary with her dad, who's a millionaire.
Stealing from the elderly is about as scumbag as it gets. How was this woman honestly thinking she was going to get away with this? Maybe she was hoping the old lady would die or just forget. Well, officers soon catch up with her to find out her side of the story.
I was told by the daughter and then a Pastor Charles to pick up the mail for property.
Okay.
And I did that. And it was in my car. And the person who had received the information was from the mail from a Wells Fargo bank statement in my car. And I noticed it was money, like he always had money every day. And so can I say I didn't know? No, I knew there was activity somewhere. Absolutely, and I'm willing to do everything it takes. I was very close to the people, I was very close with the daughter. I did everything I could for them. I had welfare checks out of them. I mean, I really invested time in these people.
If by investing time in these people, she means all the effort she put into robbing them blind, then yes, she did spend a lot of time with them. Also, it's pretty obvious where all the stolen money went, since the way this woman's acting and talking, she's definitely tweaking pretty hard right now.
So walk me back to when you were checking the mail, okay?
Yeah, I put it in my car.
Okay.
I had to bring it here, but it was after hours.
Okay.
So I was like, we swung by there, we grabbed it.
Right. So they're like, hey, help us out, grab the mail.
So I could scan the any bills or anything outstanding, so I could scan the daughter. So it's in California.
Okay. So Ursula is the lady who's in the nursing home now? Okay. So what can you tell me about that?
A Cash App was linked to it.
Okay. And so that just allows you to withdraw money as you please from it?
Yeah, off a card. You can link it to the card, and then he would authorize funds to come over.
So is it like money was transferred out of the account onto the Cash App card? Okay. And who's he that we're talking about?
Matthew Stafford.
Okay. And who's he to you?
You know, boyfriend.
Okay.
Right.
How long you guys been together for?
A couple of years.
Okay.
Trisha's trying incredibly hard to garner some kind of pity with her fake tears and dramatic pauses. However, people like her are only sad when they're caught.
You have any idea how much money he's transferred over?
I didn't know. He mentioned 2,600.
Okay. Who mentioned 2,600?
Dave.
Bravo 212, 10-4. Who's that?
Dave.
Dave, room over there. Okay. Would you be willing to give me a statement? Just basically documenting as much as you know what you've told me.
Are you taking me away right now?
Not right now. Okay. Because I still have to do an investigation, and I still have to get everything figured out. Okay. There may not be cause to arrest you, but I can't rule it out right now. Okay.
Basically, this officer's explaining in a polite way that yes, she will be going to jail, but just not right now. After all, with the theft allegedly being at least $2,900, it's already a felony case. And add that on top of mail tampering, potential identity theft, and defrauding an elderly person, this woman and her boyfriend are looking at serious charges.
Trish Kosel was managing a property that had two tenants. The tenants had health issues. One passed away, William, and one went to nursing home, Ursula. After work one evening, I went to pick up mail with my boyfriend, Matt Stafford. I placed all mail in between us. The bank statement for Wells Fargo was taken by Matt Stafford. I knew it was missing, but unaware that Cash App was happening until a couple days later when I noticed money coming in. I then learned about the Cash App card I did not transfer any money, nor did I ask for Cash App cards. I will work with owners, tenants, realty exchange, and Flagler County PD during investigation. Okay. Go ahead and raise your right hand. You swear or affirm that everything in this is true to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Okay. So go ahead and sign and date down there for me.
Although she claims she had no knowledge of what her boyfriend was doing, that seems to be pretty unbelievable. And if you thought the situation just couldn't get any worse, wait till you hear what she says next.
I put two and two together. I saw the Cash App card out. I'm like, who's Cash Apping me money, you know? Wanted an apology and the money back. And they weren't going to do anything to you.
Well, see, that's the thing, is, so, you know, they're pissed, they're worked up because their business name has been, you know, tarnished. Completely understandable, and I get that. They're not the victims, okay? Ursula and Anita, their name is on that account. And so if I talk to her and she's like, listen, she pays the money back, it's good to go.
I will tell her I will pay everything. I will send an apology letter. I will do whatever it takes. I'll pay his ass for what he did to make it right for them. I don't want to do this to get him in trouble or this or that. It's to make them happy. Because really, that money they can use to get out of this eviction.
Yeah.
That money they can use to get out of eviction.
Well,
So I'm willing to pay them.
do you have the $2,900 to pay them back?
I can make sure that they get paid back by whatever date, you know?
Okay, so you'll have the means, I mean, because you won't be working here anymore, right?
Right.
But you'll be able to have the means to get it and get it back to them?
My dad will help me if I need, if he's not, my dad will help me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa here. So not only is this woman stealing from an elderly widow in a nursing home, but she's stealing from someone who's already on the brink of losing their home too? What an absolute lowlife. And what does her boyfriend have to say about all this?
You know, what do you want to tell me about the situation or what's going on or whatever?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've fallen on hard times with my father kicking me out and domestic violence over there, so I don't even have a place to stay or nothing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I mean, we'll pay it all back.
How did you connect the Cash App to the Wells Fargo account?
I don't know. I didn't really get involved with that too much like that.
Okay. I mean, how did it get connected? Did you connect it? Did Trisha connect it? Because I'm just trying to figure that out.
I don't know if I did or she did. I'm not even sure. I didn't think I did it. I don't know.
Despite what he's now claiming, he later wrote a statement similar to his girlfriend's, admitting to stealing the money. However, in the interest of justice, officers wanted to speak with the mom and daughter whose names were on the account to see what they wanted to do. The couple agreed to meet with the officers the next day to talk about what the two women said.
So, yeah, listen, with everything that's gone down, was able to speak to all the parties involved. So, I mean, with that, like, you got to come with me, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and put your hands behind your back, man.
You told me this, dude. Dude, this is up because you could have told me this. I asked you over the phone if you were going to arrest me.
And I can't just say yes.
Yeah, no, dude, that's up, bro. But come on, dude. At least I could have put my in order.
I'm gonna get you a phone call. Listen. I'm not gonna Shanghai you guys, okay? I'm gonna make sure you can make a phone call, and if you got to call somebody to go pick up your daughter, something like that. Listen, we're gonna get her taken care of, okay?
I told you to go to this gas station, dude. You didn't listen.
We're gonna do that, okay?
Who said that they wanted to press charges?
So Ursula said she wants to press charges.
She's not even in sound mind. She's in a hospital.
I spoke with Ursula, and she said that she wants to press charges.
Though there's a special place in hell for people that steal from the elderly, this couple has to deal with criminal charges here on Earth first. They were both booked on one count of scheme to defraud. They were later sentenced to 3 years probation, which they violated more than a dozen times due to failed drug tests for meth. On the 14th of August, 2023, Florida officers responded to a Wawa gas station about a purported theft by an employee. Responding officers decided to get the loss prevention side first.
This officer is inside here? Yeah. Who's he talking to right now? The employee. Employee? Yeah. Okay. Just go to Miranda. Okay. So what's happening?
the associate in there, I did an interview of her today. I got an alert from our Treasury Department and corporate that we had a deposit that was short almost $5,000 on the 10th of July. I got that notification around August 4th. And then as I started looking at it, other shortages started coming in after that date, but not that large. And then the last shortage that was reported was on 8/7. So there's a total of 7 deposit variances totaling $9,555. With the first shortage, it was substantial, $4,775.
Even though she is the manager, how in the world did she take almost $5,000 at one time and expect no one to notice? Security cameras all over the store are recording 24/7, so the fact that she still did it, despite being aware of that fact, adds another layer of foolishness.
What made it pinpoint to one of the employees?
Well, when I pulled the video and watched the managers do a daily cash process where they go out to the e-safes where you see the associates.
They can't hear us from right here, right?
Yeah.
They can?
What one?
They can't hear us from right here.
Yeah, maybe. So they come out in the morning and they get the canisters out of the e-safe that are by each register. And there's also a canister inside that lottery kiosk that has the cash that customers can purchase the tickets. There was the amount of the shortage, the $47.75, was the exact amount of 2 of those, so the $1. And then when I watched the video of Ashley the day that she was doing the pickup in the morning, you can see her open this drop safe and there's a stack of cash like that big. She has her backpack on top of the safe that she's supposed to put the money in and spin it, and it drops down so no one can get it after that. If she doesn't spin it, you can see the motion by the backpack, but the video's not great. You can't see her actually.
By the way this loss prevention guy's describing it, she's definitely taken more than $10,000. It was only when she became so emboldened by previous thefts that she got sloppy and got caught.
Does the video have clear, concise evidence that she put that, even though I know it sounds silly like her jumping and something, but does it have clear, concise that shows that she's placed it into her? Like it would have been 100% that was her. She placed it. Because I'll let you know what might happen today. Like depending on what she's.
No, I get it.
Right now, it could be a case that she might not get arrested today,
but you'll file after.
File a habeas, which will depending on like when it gets, it's going to be sent to a detective. Detective would have to do their investigation. It's like unless she's admitting to some of the stuff that she's doing.
Yeah, I think she is.
Is she?
Yeah.
The officer had to make sure that there's clear proof showing who the real thief is. Maybe the loss prevention guy has the wrong person, or perhaps the evidence looked fake. But further statements from loss prevention dispel any doubt, because this guy describes that all of her other thefts were caught in 4K.
You can see that she has the cash. She puts it in the drop slot, but she doesn't spin it all the way, and you can see on camera that the money is still in there. And then she has her backpack, and you see motion, and she takes the bag away, and now you don't see the cash on the slot anymore. And then on some
and it's always been with her doing that stuff. Not any other.
And then on some of the other shortages, I saw that she wasn't the one doing the cash processes that day. It was either the store manager or the assistant manager here. But what somebody can do, they can go into there and take money out of that canister in there.
Or the
lottery machine, yeah. And then whoever picks it up the next morning for the cash process, they don't count it at all. They don't do a physical count. They just take it and put it into the safe.
Yeah, video of that.
I've heard going in there at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
So all the incidents that happened where it lines up to the video, day and time that.
Yeah, that she's going in there for no reason. There's no reason for her to go in there at all. Yeah. And I've got the printouts of the lottery activity report that has the exact timestamp and matches up to the video.
When will people like her learn to never steal from their companies when they of course have ways of eventually figuring things out? After all, the margins on Wawa's Sizzlies are pretty slim. Corporate will never raise the price on them to recoup their losses for people like this manager.
Did the officer take a picture of it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you guys can have this too if you want. This, I didn't have video in it any longer to review.
Okay.
But I had her initial. She admitted that she took on these dates.
Oh, she told you?
Yeah, and then my initial by deposit, I took cash from, and that's the
Oh, initial that she said that she stole, or initial that she like,
yeah, she knew that I took cash from. She gave me a full verbal and written confession.
Video footage? Check. Signed confession? Check. Eyewitness? Check. Man, there's so much evidence of her guilt here. Now it's time to go talk to her and hear the sob story she came up with to try and get away with this.
Was there any point that you wanted to seek for help?
Yeah, I applied for like assistance and like I have a safe when I did that, they gave me a card with information.
So it's just.
I want to go to a shop.
Do you have like any type of food stamps or anything, or?
They just gave them to me.
They just gave them to you. Okay.
But they wouldn't give me any cash assistance.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you have like a set goal or anything like that? How much you wanted to take out, or?
I wasn't keeping track.
Now the woman's telling the officer about various programs she applied for because she earlier stated that she stole because she was a single mother. However, being a single mom doesn't get you a get-out-of-jail-free card.
It's a mistake. It's a bump. You know, we learn from mistakes, right? Hopefully this would be like that big eye-opener that like we can't be doing stuff like that. We gotta find some alternate ways, like the better way to do things. You know, and sometimes if you feel like you're in a road where in a crossroads where you feel like you can't do anything else, you know, you can still call law enforcement, or you can call like anybody just to talk to, and then see if there's any type of things that can help you out. You know, there's a bunch of churches that, you know, you would have to talk with and let them know your situations. They can even set up like a GoFundMe or whatever it is. Like, there's actually a place, it's called the Red Suitcase Project, or Red Suitcase Ministry. And they do exactly that, helping single mothers who are at a time of need. And what they do is they do whatever they can to assist you in what assistance that you need help with. Okay. If you want, I can write down it and then give it to you, and so you can look it up and stuff like that for later on. Okay.
You can tell the officer here truly cares. Quite frankly, he doesn't even need to be talking to her now, since he already has all the evidence he needs. However, he wants to at least make her aware that she's not alone in this world, and that there are other ways. But unfortunately, her actions do have consequences.
So, if you do me a favor, you can stand up and face my partner right here, please. Alright, put your hands behind your back. Thank you.
And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll write down what you need if you want to reach out for single mothers that need some type of assistance. Because this right here, like I said, I respect you that you're being honest and open with us. And then, like I said, a lot of people in your situation usually give us a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna try to I'll write down the ministry, the Red Suitcase Ministry that can help out.
Still, you want to call it out for me?
Yep. Beautiful, guys, very much. We got 10:15. We can have a female officer for a head down.
Alright. This is your hat, or is it the company's hat? It's yours? Okay. This is your bag. Alright, you mind grabbing that for me? And that's your cup? No? Alright. Just take that with that, please. You have everything that's yours, correct? Okay, let's go.
Officers booked her in jail on one count of felony grand theft. Later on, she received 5 years of probation and was also ordered to pay back the nearly $10,000 she stole. But since she got probation instead of jail, she still has an opportunity to turn her life around and support her kids instead. On July 4th, 2018, police officers in Chandler, Arizona were conducting DUI patrols when they spotted a truck driving erratically. After tailing the truck a bit and having some suspicion that the driver was impaired, the cops initiated a traffic stop to determine what was going on with him.
Hello. My name's Officer Brill. Sergeant Dykes just came over, wanted me to talk to you a little bit. Where are you coming from tonight?
I was bouncing around. I went to a friend of mine's.
Okay.
Lolo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Just 2 beers.
2 beers? How long ago?
Probably like 10:30, 11.
10:30, 11?
Yeah.
So about 2 hours, up to an hour ago? Okay. Did you have food with those beers?
Yeah. Pizza.
Pizza? Okay. Are you diabetic or epileptic?
No.
Do you take insulin for any reason? Any other medications?
No.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is step out of the vehicle, okay? You can just set your phone down on the seat there, okay? We're going to come over to the sidewalk just so we're out of the roadway. Go ahead and keep your hands out of your pockets for me, okay? We're just going to come right up over here.
Although at this time the officer doesn't know it, he just pulled over the general manager for the Phoenix Cardinals football team. However, even if the officer knew that, or he's a big Cardinals fan, it still wouldn't change the fact that this guy reeks of alcohol. Because of this, he's going to get the same treatment that every drunk driver gets.
So I have a really bad knee, so I can't do any of the testing.
That's fine. What I'm going to have you do is put your feet together,
Okay.
arms down at your sides. I want you to remain in that position until I tell you otherwise. Do you wear contacts or glasses?
No.
Okay. You see the tip of my pen?
Yes.
What I want you to do is follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Would you be able to do that? Nope, don't move your head. Don't move your head. What I'm going to have you do, because you're having difficulty keeping your head still,
Yeah.
take your fists,
Yep.
put them just like this. Okay? That way your head won't move back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay? See the tip of the pen? Follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. You can blink if you need to.
Because the suspect claimed he had a knee injury, the officer won't conduct other field sobriety tests that one might see elsewhere, like walking heel to toe or balancing. That's because a lawyer could easily have those tests thrown out in court. However, with what the officer's seen so far, this guy's definitely going to get a breathalyzer.
What I'm going to have you do is blow into this. It's not admissible in court, just verifies what I'm already seeing.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and get your hands out of your pockets. Right now you are under arrest for DUI.
ET sets?
Yeah, I'll grab my other set here. Sir, I'm going to take off your watch real quick, just because I don't want that to get in the way. I wouldn't want it to get broken or anything like that. Is there a clasp on it, or? Here. You've been cooperative, so I'll let you secure that. You want to put it in your pocket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Thank you.
In Arizona, like many other states, there's an implied consent statute. This means that although someone does have the right to refuse a breath test, an officer can use that as probable cause to arrest them for DUI.
All right. We're going to come back to my vehicle here. It's the one. Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir.
Okay. Tom 696-1015 for DUI. All right, I'm going to open up this door. Kind of come towards me. There you go.
All right.
I'm going to search you before I put you in your car.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and spread your feet for me. Okay. So all your cash, I'm just going to leave back in your pocket. This is the key for the vehicle. Okay. Some change in there. All right, go ahead and have a seat in my vehicle.
Once they got to the station, officers obtained a warrant and got a blood test. His BAC came back at .193, more than twice the legal limit. The GM was booked into jail on one charge of extreme DUI, which is driving while being over .15. In court, he was sentenced to 3 days in jail and a bit of probation, but his NFL punishment was much stiffer. He was not only suspended for 5 weeks, but was fined $200,000, and that money was paid to the Arizona chapter of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. On September 8, 2023, a family business contacted police in Volusia County, Florida. There had apparently been a theft by an employee. Though the employee had already been fired, the deputy sat down with the owners to review the evidence. He soon realized that this was no ordinary fraud case.
I'm going to go through this real quick with you here. This is what I have so far.
Okay.
Looks like I've got a log here of some stuff here.
Yeah, that was her mileage log because she was authorized to give herself reimbursements for her mileage. I think it was like 57 cents per mile if she had to run to the bank or things like that. But the reason I included that is because she was giving herself a lot more than just what she was authorized to give.
Okay.
So that's why I included that.
And then I have copies of looks like some bank statements.
Those look like her paycheck stubs, a year's worth of paycheck stubs, because she was doing some theft through there also. It seems, you can see a pattern. It seems like we started out okay at the beginning of the year. And then she started doing some payroll theft where she was running extra hours or she was giving herself a lot of reimbursements. She even piddled around with some bonuses. Like she was just cushioning her paychecks a lot and it was very consistent.
It's okay if I sit down.
Yes, please sit down.
So far, this owner's done an amazing job, and it looks like she should be an investigator herself. And as we'll soon see, this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, she started when?
February 10th, 2020.
And what was her position?
Bookkeeper, clerical,
Kind of
office,
assistant.
office, yeah.
How much do we think at this point is at a loss because of her theft or her unlawful activities?
Okay, so we were.
And when did it start from? When did it end?
So, she started stealing through payroll. I want to say that was maybe June of 2022. And you have a year's worth of paycheck stubs. So when you get a chance, you can go through and see.
June 22. That's 2020.
2022.
2022. Okay. Yeah.
And I don't remember the total on that because that.
So she started out okay.
She started out fine.
He's a family member. He's a family member. Okay. She's your cousin.
Stealing from your family is crazy. Trust within a family must be preserved, and you should never betray them no matter what. But as the owner will continue to lay out, these folks made a huge mistake by instilling trust in someone they shouldn't have.
So we had a lot of trust in her. She started out fine. Things in her life started changing.
She have children?
She has adult children.
Adult children. Does she have a narcotic issue?
She did in the past, but she had been in recovery for a really long time. But her trends and everything I've seen really looks like a drug problem. But I almost feel like it was just an addiction to the stealing.
Maybe it's because she can't afford her rent or her mortgage or her car payments or her bills.
The job that she had here was the best that she'd ever done financially. She was able to build credit. She was able to purchase a house. She had a lot of stability that she had never had before.
The suspect here should be grateful that despite her history of drug problems, her family still trusted her with a role that gave her access to the company's finances. But that didn't seem to matter to the woman.
But in her personal life, she got into a relationship. She started dating a woman and she had not dated for a really long time. And the woman was younger than her. And I think she tried to provide a certain lifestyle or to appear to have a certain lifestyle.
With her other person she was.
Yeah, because you can see the trend of when she started dating that woman to when the theft started and when everything at work started to change. She started having a lot of anxiety and she had to start leaving a lot. She started having medical problems. That went on for a while until we finally noticed in December the credit card theft. And that's a big number. That's like $37,000.
It's insane how the suspect would risk the most financially rewarding job she's ever had for a girl who'd probably just leave her when she goes broke. Then again, most criminals are not known for their common sense.
How did you discover that? Going through your books, going through your ledgers, going through...
Yes, she
noticed that the account was getting low in an area where it never goes down to.
So he mentioned it to me that his account was looking a little low. And so I logged into his bank account and looked, and I right away saw a payment. It said Capital One, and it was very strange. And so I started questioning him. I'm like, "Did you give her permission to make one of her personal credit card payments?" He said, "No, absolutely not." So he called her. She happened to be out on vacation. It was like Christmas week, and she was like, "I don't know what that is, Dwayne. I'll look into it when I get back to the office or something like that." And then we came to the office that day, and I just happened to type her personal name into our bank account where you can do a search, and that's when multiple transactions popped up for 3 different credit cards.
The deputy then spent the rest of the afternoon going over the absolute mountain of evidence the owners had documented. Because they'd fired the manager, the officer tracked her down for an interview 5 days later. Let's see what she has to say about all this.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you for coming in, Miss Keating. You're not under arrest. You're not going to jail. But for your information, I just need to inform you some rights, okay? So, just because you are being investigated on a concern. All right, again, I'm a retired detective. I'm Holly Hill. I keep saying detective, but I'm Officer Trevor of the Benell PD now, and I want to inform you of your rights. Again, you're not under arrest. We're not going to, you're going to go home tonight. All right, first of all, I want you to raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir. Okay,
thanks. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney or have him or with you now or any time during question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed to represent you. If any time you were stopped talking or have an attorney present, all questions will be stopped at your request. You understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you okay? Talk to me.
Actually, no, because I'm not exactly 100% sure what this is.
The reason why the officer kept on ensuring her she'll not be going to jail is to try and put her at ease. However, based on what this woman's going to say next, it looks like the suspect already talked to a lawyer.
We have a hotline at work, and I called, and they advised me not to answer any questions, find out what it actually was about, and then contact them again, so that if I do need an attorney, they know how to, best assign which way to go, what I need, and who to, give me.
Okay, so you choose not to talk.
Correct.
All right, well, I can't really share much more.
Okay.
All right, I will tell you this. It is a criminal investigation. I already know what happened. I already know about the credit cards that you paid off.
Okay, then I know what it is. Okay, so I know how to advise the attorneys.
And it's more payroll,
okay,
commissions, bonuses, stuff like that. So, all right. So I am not going to take any to do further on that. But
that helps me to know what to tell them.
But I have your phone number, so
yes, sir.
If there's anything that we need to reach out to you for,
yes, sir.
Will you respond back?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they told me definitely show up because that, I gave my word that I would be here and that I needed to show up.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, what we try to do in a case like this, we try to get your side of the story because
yes,
all I have is their side of the story.
The suspect decided to tell her side of the story in court. Ultimately, she lost and was sentenced to 2 years in state prison. But it wasn't just her freedom that she lost. She lost her job, her relationship, and most importantly, her family. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of The Hidden Files. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see similar content, write a comment down below about your thoughts on some of the dumbest managers who ever got arrested at work. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.